Should you be practicing casual Korean or formal Korean? Well, the answer, as you might have guessed, is both. But which one should you focus more on? Well, that depends entirely on why you're learning Korean in the first place. If you're learning for the sake of being able to understand Korean dramas or music, or if you have Korean friends who are your age or younger, then you're pretty safe focusing more on casual Korean. But if you're actually planning on coming to Korea, or you have local Korean people in your community who you don't know that well but you want to talk to, then I would say focus more on formal Korean. You can't really go wrong with speaking in formal Korean, but you can come across as really rude if you speak in casual Korean to the wrong person, like someone who you don't know that well, someone who's older than you, or someone who's above you in status, like your boss, or even a coworker who might be younger than you, but has been at a company longer than you. And that's why we focus pretty much on formal Korean throughout these videos so far. But casual Korean is extremely important, and it's what you'll generally hear friends talking to each other in, which is why you hear it so often in dramas and music. For me personally, my day is split almost exactly half and half, like half casual Korean when I'm talking to my students outside of the classroom, and half formal Korean when I'm talking to pretty much anyone else. Taxi drivers, cafe workers, waiters, my neighbors, and so on. When I first moved here, I practiced exclusively formal Korean, but now that I've lived here for a while, now I practice exclusively casual Korean because I find it pretty easy to switch back and forth. So again, this depends completely on you and what you need. Most sentences are fairly easy to switch from casual to formal. You usually just add yo to the end of a sentence to make it formal, and pay attention to a few noun swap changes like na becomes chol, and then a few other ones as well. But ida does not follow this pattern, which is why we're going to go over it today. If you have no idea what ida is and you want a more in-depth explanation on it, or you want to practice it in the casual form, then you can go ahead and click the I up here, but otherwise let's go and get started. Let's start with a refresher of what we've already learned about ida to be. In case you're not one for English grammar, this refers to am, is, and are in present tense. In lesson number 1 in our playlist, we learned that unlike English, Korean doesn't have verb agreement rules based on the subject, meaning that in English we will say, I am a student, but if we say we will say we are students. In Korean, this is simplified, and in all cases you'll just use ida. However, ida is the plain dictionary form, so when speaking in present tense, we will change ida into 이에요 or 예요. 이에요 attaches to words that end with a consonant, like 물. For example, 물이에요 is water. It is water. 이에요 is sometimes misspelled as 이에요, because that's how it can sound when speaking quickly, but 이에요 is the correct spelling. And for words that end with a vowel, like 의자, you will attach 예요. Is chair. It is a chair. 의자예요. Another common spelling mistake here is 에요, because again, when speaking, sometimes it can just sound like 에요. But 예요 is the correct spelling. If you want some in-depth practice on 이에요 and 예요, then go ahead and check out lesson 1 in the playlist. Now, something that I did not teach in that first lesson but wish that I had was ida in the casual form, which we're going to cover today. As you probably already know by now, when speaking with your friends or children or anyone who has given permission for you to talk informally with, you can speak in the casual form, which in Korean is called 반말. When using ida and 반말, words that end with a consonant will follow with iya, and words that end with a vowel will end with just ya. So let's try it's water one more time. 물이야. And it's a chair. 의자야. Again, compared with polite formal form, we've got 물이에요 and 의자예요. Alright, let's get in a few minutes of practice here with ida in 반말 by throwing a bunch of items on screen here. We've got 가방, 책, 커피, 모자, 종이, 컴퓨터, 개, and 고양이. Remember that words that end with a consonant will end with ia, and words that end with a vowel will end with ya. Pause if you need more time to make any of these sentences, and let's start with it's a bag. 가방이야. It's a book. 책이야. It's coffee. 커피야. It's a hat. 모자야. It's paper. 종이야. It's a computer. 컴퓨터야. It's a dog. 개야. It's a cat. 고양이야. I clearly did not pick an equal mix of consonant and vowel words here. Now let's get in some practice with sentences with I, as in, I am a student. Let's first focus on am and student, which would be student B. 학생이야. We know we don't need a in this kind of sentence, so technically we could finish the sentence here. 학생이야. But what if we want to specify I? In every video I've done so far, we've practiced formal Korean, which means we have used 저, which is the humble way of saying I. It essentially lowers your status in comparison to the person who you're talking to. And we've generally always followed it with the topic particle 는 or 은, making it 저는. Although in different types of sentences, you can follow it with different particles and get things like 저를, 저한테, 저하고, 저도, etc. For these types of sentences today, we're going to stick with the topic particle, but now we can use the non-humble way to say I, which is 나. And then plus the topic particle 는, 나는. The word you'll use for I when talking to your friends, children, or anyone who has given you permission to talk casually with them. So finishing this sentence, I am a student, we now have 나는 학생이야. 나는 학생이야. Alright, what about I am American? If you're not American, go ahead and put your country in place of America here. So what do you think? 나는 미국 사람이야. And remember that 이야 attaches directly to the noun, so I really should have illustrated it like this. Okay, now can you say 5 things around you in casual form? For example, I'm currently at my favorite cafe, and looking around I can say, it's a table, it's a bag, it's a computer, it's coffee, and it's paper. 탁자야, 가방이야, 컴퓨터야, 커피야, 종이야. Go ahead and pause and try this yourself. And finally, I'm going to say a sentence in polite formal form, and I want you to say the same sentence in casual form. 고양이에요. Pause if you need more time. 고양이야. And what does it mean? It's a cat. How about 가방이에요? 가방이야. It's a bag. 종이에요. 종이야. It's paper. 저는 학생이에요. 나는 학생이야. I am a student. 저는 미국 사람이에요. 나는 미국 사람이야. I am American. And finally, a challenge. 수아는 제 친구예요. 수아는 내 친구야. 네, being an abbreviation of na plus ui, aka my. Just like how te is an abbreviation of cho plus ui, the humble way to say my. I only went over this for like 2 seconds in a previous video, so if you didn't get it, no worries. But now, tell me what it means. Sua is my friend. So in summary, ida to be is split between ieo and yeo in formal polite Korean, and iya and ya in casual Korean. And here's all of the vocabulary that we used today in this video, which will also be in the description box below. Good. That's right, today no practice party. I just wanted to keep things short today since I didn't think that ida in casual form needed an entire lesson, and plus I could also get a video out faster this way. Let me know if you guys like this shorter format or if you prefer the longer full lesson videos, because I'll probably do a mix of both from now on. Anyway, great job today, and I'll see you all in the next video.